Good morning, folks. This is an incredibly important, perilous broadcast. We're on DGF radio nationwide. It is now 9:19 a.m. 2017, Friday, January 27th, 2017. Yes, we have breaking news today for everyone that reads the internet and spends all day on it. The Earth is going to explode in 1 minute and 32 seconds. The aliens are coming in their round spaceships, and they look really funny, and they're going to come eat us. Okay? The Earth is really flat, so be careful where you walk on it so you don't fall off into space. God made us like Him, and that's why there's no aliens, even though they're here. Santa Claus just stole my two-headed alien baby. What else do we have here? Let's see. There's so much crap on the internet. This Photoshop stuff that says this is real, and it shows a rhinoceros, and then they put an elephant on the rhinoceros's horn, and the elephant looks like a little toy doll, the size of one. And these little children are saying this is real. Then you have your government people that make sure they get into a lot of blogs, comments, and everything else, trying to put everything down to keep people from reading it. Then you have those people who are so into themselves that they want you to listen to them and listen to what's not real, but they have nothing really to say other than, oh, this guy, well, he's nice, but he's confused, but he's wrong about it. And, you know, and this back and forth about their commentary, ists, if you want to call them that. They don't know what they're talking about. They talk about nothing. They try to sound intelligent, and they go, hey, you know, here I am. How do you know I'm not one of those? How do you know I'm not like that? Well, number one, you listen to me. You look at my eyes. Wait a minute. Let's make sure everything's going good. You look at my eyes. Eyes are the window to the spirit inside. What they say, the window of soul. It's true. What do you get? I am what I am. As a matter of fact, I'm not wearing my overalls right now. They'll be back on in a little bit. April 20th of the year 2000. I was in Grady Hospital with a burnt body. 60% of my body was burnt. 30% of my body was bad second and third degree burns. Skin grafts were taken off my back and all, trying to cover up the massive burning on my legs. I was in a gasoline fire where I worked. Just freak thing the way it happened. It was done on purpose, not by any person, by the other side. Anyway, every once in a while you might hear me make a joke about how I was cooked. Well, I was, because when you cook something, you can't uncook it. But anyway, my last little visit to the hospital, when I was there, they accidentally tore up part of the skin on my back of my right leg, so it's trying to heal up, but it takes a long time. And plus, you know, my health isn't that good anyway, so that's why the overalls aren't on. I love my overalls, but I have to put a bandage on to wear them. Not going to do that quite yet. If I need to go out, I do. But anyway, but in the meantime, air is a wonderful healer. And in spite of my health and other issues, I still heal much better than a normal person. Anyway, why should you listen to me? Well, a lot of people listen to what I say, and they try and understand, okay, is this guy full of crap, like, you know, is seemingly everything else that I talk to, or that I listen to. There's too many holes in what they say. Some of it seems like a broadcast. Well, this guy, Essex, he says he can physically go into people's brains, and the brains actually grow in size. The skull grows in size. He says he can literally physically change your brain, make your body stronger, That's never happened anywhere in creation. This guy's got to be full of crap. And yet I've done it thousands of times. People write in. We put some testimonials up. There's so much room for anything, and we appreciate all the testimonials that get sent in. Why should I believe him? Well, the first person I really want you to believe is yourself. That's what's important to me, that you be able to become your full self, see what you want, see as well as you can anything that you want to see, and other things that are around you. So, I mean, if you're a builder and you look at an open field, if you don't look at the whole field where it goes up and down, drainage, streams, underground waters, how the trees grow, if you don't look at everything, you're not going to make as good a decision about where to build. Hopefully you're not tearing down any trees to build. That's the idea behind what I do. There's no J religion, there's no J pay here button, there's no you must do this, you must do that. I offer information to help you out. And as time goes on, more and more of you just find out not only does it make sense, but it's real. But it's about you using all of your abilities. There's no such thing as psychic, but what there is better, because it's real. It's metaphysical abilities. The most widely used one is mother's intuition. Oh, that's just intuition. Intuition is a metaphysical ability. Hello? For those of you that talk to someone else and they want to say, hey, no such thing, do the same thing. Say, hey, hello, mother's intuition. A soldier or a policeman or a detective feeling somebody, or you, when you're somewhere, you feel something looking at the back of your head, you turn around and there's someone staring at you. Well, how the hell did that happen? Did you look up and see the reflection in the window? You might have. But if you did look up into a window, stare at a reflection, why the hell did you even go there in the first place? Because you're told to inside to look. Those of you that are looking at clocks, every time, it seems like every time you look at a clock, it's 11:11 or 44. Different numbers in numerology, they have meaning. I give you all that information so you can understand the stuff for yourself. Dealing with what I am, literally, is the highway. Not just a beat-up road, the highway for you to become yourself. All of yourself. Plus, these crank-ups that I do, and I have other family members doing them now. Have been for a little while. That's real. I just went through a pretty big issue. And I went through a board of psychiatrists that gave me an incredibly clean board of health. I went through another personal one after that, and she gave me triage, and she said, there's absolutely nothing wrong with you. You literally need to keep doing what you're doing, helping other people. Now, I told all these people, they know me, or they knew of me. They had all the information. They didn't know me before this meeting, but they know me now. I've initially proven through the quantitative electroencephalogram QEEG test that Martin Perra was really nice enough. Martin, by the way, I got something coming to you. Anyway, Martin was in Sweden and in an actual lab. As a matter of fact, you go to thespiritualfoundation.com. There's a video on it. It's hard to see much on it. You can listen to it and see stuff going. But the laptop that Martin was using, it wasn't extremely high definition, so it's hard to see certain things. It wasn't set up like a professional, folks would do for cameras. But Martin spent a lot of money to help me do this, to prove it, and of course I appreciate that, and he's finally got something coming his way to help, for that. But anyway. Just some way I'm trying to say thanks, other than the way I say it on the video. But also the tests that came from that, from that actual event. I showed the doctors that, and they didn't just look at the pictures and everything and say for 3, 4, or 5 seconds to say, oh, that's nice, and set it down. They looked at all the data. They looked through it. They spent minutes, not seconds, looking at it, reading it, trying to like, what the hell? I left the copies with them. They said everything changed when you went into this guy's brain. I said, yeah, it does. That not just the readings change, what you are inside changes. And this is not Jay. This is what I am inside that's doing this, okay? It's this really strong being named Arae that is the strongest part of him is still locked up in this damn body. I've been talking about getting out of here and leaving for a long time. I've been waiting, doing my best to do so, and now I'm being asked by everything on the other side that's worth a damn. Just please continue and please hang in there. I talk about doing all kinds of crazy stuff. You don't have to believe any of this. Don't worry about believing me. Just, damn it, believe yourself. I show you stuff going on that gets sent to me from family members. They're told to. They see the other side sees this as show this to Jay. And then I'll put, bleh, easy for me not to say. I'll take it, put it together, do a video about it, explain what's happening. The recent one is Antarctica. Everyone's excited about that. Folks, Antarctica, that issue's been around for a long, long time. That Admiral Byrd, he went down there to explore. Why do you think he went down there? Because of all the UFO reports and everything. There is no hollow earth. There's no inner earth other than the different facilities that have been built here and there. Now, you call it a city. A city? Really? Well, there's some installations down there that are big enough to put a semi in, and that's the elevator going down, okay? So they're pretty big places. I don't know. I call them facilities, but whatever. It's, you know, the inside of the Earth is not hollow. Sorry. It's molten magma, okay? And the magnetic field for this planet, that's the heartbeat of Gaia, the spirit that is the female, the planetary essence, which is always female, that's within this planet. That her energy basically sits right in there. There's just so much crap on the internet. I've had videos where I've had animals talking to me outside, birds, and I tell them to shut up, and they do. And it's like one of them, which the one I put out a little while ago. She was talking to me, giving me a message for Essence, and she said, "Hope you got to go." I'm like, "Yeah, I know I got to go." Oh, she would stop, and she stopped for a second. I looked at her, and I said, "You gonna stop now?" And then I'm like, "You're not. No, you're not." And then she blah blah blah. She started again. I just went whatever, and then she stopped. She had to get one last word in. That's the other side talking to us. Spirit guides through animals here. There's all kinds of stuff around you I want you to understand. I talk with a lot of our friends running around, flying around in starships. Yes, folks, they're real. Okay, this God thing, no. The all-perfect, all-loving, all-forgiving God that makes sure that you're terrorized, abused with plague and disease because they want to teach you something. Folks, if that actually happened, they want to teach you that they're in control and they don't give a shit about you. Okay? All this religion stuff is bullcrap. Nothing is any better than you. You're no better than anything else. Just because we exist, we're all equal in creation. Okay? And everyone should be left alone to have their own fun as long as they're not hurting anyone else. And if they are, then they need to be dealt with. I'll tell you about things before they happen, and then a while later it happens. You get the pictures of it. I talked about this, you know, I talked not about the Sega antelope. I talked about animals getting ready to leave in large numbers again. That was February of 2015, and then March of 2015. About a month later, what happened? It's like a month and a half later. All of a sudden, reports came out that it happened a little while ago, but half the Earth's population of Sega antelope, they were located in Kazakhstan, country in between China and Russia, they died. All at once, boom, fell over. And then someone asked me what's going on. I mentioned it in the video. I said their bacteria was mutated to, instead of protecting them from stuff, to attack them. It's a type of immunity disease. Excuse me. But it's actually the bacteria being mutated quickly to attack you and kill you. The throat will start to swell up a little bit inside. You get like weird sores. The same thing was happening to me just before October 28th of 2015, 2015. So anyway, I don't know what to tell you. You can go to thespiritualfoundation.com and you can look at the QEEG reports yourself. The thing is, you all have to make your own decisions. All I'm doing is helping. I'm telling you what's out there and everything else. I give you input on our friends in space. I talk to them all the time. They know what, not who, what I am. Okay? I'm no better than nothing else. All creation's equal. I'm just different. I'm made for a very certain specific purpose. What I am inside, not this body. This body's tired, beat up, it's been through hell. It'll be dead soon. Not soon enough for me, but whatever. It'll be gone, like it should be, like every other body. These aren't permanent. That's not who you are. You're a part of a thing that is called a body. The ancients talk about the Kundalini, the two different snakes that go up the spine. There's all this magic behind that bull crap. There's the spirit you that's in a body. There's also the spirit, sentient energy from the planet that's in there, and then there's the physical body itself. The physical body itself, everything in your body, your bodies belong to Gaia, to the Earth, because that's what, to the Earth itself. That's where you came from. Okay, that's how the body started. Then it just kept replicating, but that's where the roots are. So the bodies belong to the planet. The spirit inside you, that's planetary essence, that's a piece of Gaia that was broken off a long time ago. Okay, let's just a little better than 11 million years ago. The main spirit inside you is you, your own spirit that's put inside that body. But there's two of you in there. That's what the two snakes represent. That's what the ancient folks from India, the beginning of Sanskrit, that's what they were writing about. So, and how's that? I explain how that gets in the body and everything else. Again, folks, want to know where you came from? Creation. It's beginning in your origin. This is where the first being that everyone's been calling God, like I used to when I was a kid, that's literally where you came from. That's where it came from. That's how it all started. That's all the beings that were created at the very beginning. Okay? Now, then there's the second book, Creation, Its Journey Evolving into Paradise. This is the new beings that were created afterwards by Lily and Arae, plus Lydia and Arae. When Lily and Arae first met, they came out. They were the strongest the two strongest points or focal points of Lilith and Arae. They were pulled out. Then the first time they went to come together, that power, that energy, was so powerful that literally, and they're so very high frequency, very strong. Literally, they come from heart energy. That they were like the heart of these things. That energy came together and burst into a beautiful explosion of light, of energy. That was two different types, unicorn and dragon. Boom. Okay, that's where the spirit that came from that makes those bodies. And yes, they do make bodies, but not here, not anymore. Dragon fire. Okay, dragon fire. Oh, they burn down villages. Bull crap. Dragon's energy that came out of their mouth, they'd exhale like you can exhale and put more energy out of you. Literally. They're so strong, so powerful that their breath, when they exhale, that warm breath coming out, used to be able to heal. When they were hanging around, it would actually heal closed wounds, heal you. And unicorn, only the purest of heart can ride a unicorns are very, very, the negativity level is like nothing. Lily's negativity level was less than 1%. Okay, still is. Arae, well, Arae, that Arae came from, what we say negative frequencies, what we really mean is the lower frequency percentage, well, it's the dirtiest part there is in source spirit is what's inside me. Arae is probably a focal point, what used to be the beginning Arae. And it's 2.081% negativity. And I just went through something, another fight, and my lower frequencies actually built up a little stronger. So anyway, so it's a little over 3% now. But when you're made to protect something that's strong, you want the extra strength. You don't ever want to hurt anything. You want to take care of things. But when you have to protect, you get serious. But anyway, that's, you know, in unicorns, you have to be, they mostly come from Lily. You know, they say unicorns, you can't touch them unless you're the purest of the heart, a virgin, whatever, blah, blah, blah. That's half bunk and half not. What's not bunk is the fact that they don't like negativity because they're so clean. They're way less than 1% negative. So they don't like being around negativity. Male unicorn, strong as hell. Part of me that's unicorn inside is broken off. Folks, what I am inside is source, it's original source minus the negativity. It's just what, you know, these other beings were. If you want to know how it all breaks down, folks, just buy the books. And if you're going to get the books, please get book one first. It's less expensive. It's smaller. It's a hard read. Go slow. The folks from CreateSpace, they're part of Amazon.com. Well, it's just a company, however you want to look at the wording. I don't care. It's eCreateSpace.com, but the books are on Amazon.com. They're also probably a little quicker to get through thespiritualfoundation.com, where you can. There's a link there, and it takes you right to the publisher, eCreatespace.com. But the first book was done by the head publisher, and she said, you know, we'd like to keep your we'd like to keep paragraphs longer, but with you and your information, we can't. She said, you know, this woman's been editing stuff all her life, and she said, there's nothing out there like this. Nothing. This is totally all new, original information. I said, yeah. It was kept from ever coming out, and now it is coming out. Because nothing can keep it from coming out. So, it's like a textbook, but it's written by me. I'm not a writer, but I'm an author. I've written a few books. And then to help waking up, this is a room book, very small book. I had to do one of those goofy little things. It looks kind of funny. We'll get that. Deanna fix that later. Deanna is an architect. I call her a graphic designer, but she's actually an architect. As a matter of fact, bada boom, bada bing. This will probably get her mad. That's her with Lola. That's an animal that she used to have the legal right to care for. We don't own animals. We don't own anything. But we do set aside the fact that we are the legal guardian, and we have the right to protect them and make decisions for them. And then there's, you know, all the different symbols that are in here. There's a total of 56 cards, and they have different meanings. It's the Elder Futhark. And then some other symbols. That's just some goofy old fart in overalls right there. I used to make runes, but it takes 5 hours to make a nice set of runes, and I don't have time like that. I have so much got to do. And anyway, here's the cards. This is what the beat-up pack looks like. You know, that's not the kind you get. The cards you have to get through the website, spiritualfoundation.com. The only way to to get these set aside to run them through Amazon.com or something like that, we have to buy at least 1,000 at a time. And folks, we can only buy 100 at a time because these things are expensive. Deanna did all the artwork. If you have to, that's funny. So I'll pull them out, that card over there. That's Thursaz. The meaning on that is you can't see what's going on right now. Just relax. That's Isa. That line there is Isa, which means calm, quiet, relax, freeze your actions. And this is Kana, which means that you can't see right now. So it means relax. You just can't see something right now. But anyway, That's part of the Elder Truth arc. And then here's one of the new cards. This is time. It means you have plenty of time. It'll be relative to the card before it and or after it. This is you have plenty of time. This is you're running out of time. And you notice how the card fell when I was doing that, and then I picked it up, and it means it had plenty of time. It was that's the other side touching my body and literally making me drop the card, saying, "Hey, don't worry about it. You have plenty of time. Just stop." And I'm like, "Frack you, okay?" Me and the other side, we have issues sometimes, and when we do, I'm rather violent about it with them. Not, you know, I don't throw stones. I don't punch holes in walls. I literally go after where the problem is. If anyone gets me, if I ever go at anyone to give them a hard time, that's because they came at me first and they didn't want to quit. Pissing me off, I'll never hit anyone. But just worse things. This is uni. This represents balance. It also represents the solar plexus. Okay, you can invert it. Same thing. Whoop. This is the same card, but its time is running out. So this means no, there isn't enough card. No, a lot of time. It's just the other side talking with me. This is the peace sign upside down, but this is called Algiers upright. You can use these cards. Here's another one for power up. Oh, here's chaos, no matter how you look at it. There's a couple wild cards, dragon. Anyway, there's the one for Gaia. As you pull these cards one at a time, if it's like Gaia, if you pull a card for Gaia, that'll be about the Earth. You just relax. Take a nice full breath and just let it go. And keep breathing, please. And then just relax. See what kind of meaning you get from your card, you know, from your spirit guides about the card. And then relax. And then calm down. When I first started doing this, like most people, close my eyes. Over a period of time, I always want to have my eyes open now. But when I first started, that's how I did it. So I just relax. And then I reach out. I just open myself up. And when you open yourself up, you just go right to Gaia. And I say, I'm doing it right now. And I'm saying, honey, how you doing? She's just looking at me. She's sad, serious, and happy at the same time. She's sad for what's still happening. She's sad for what happened with me this morning. She's okay. You know, it's like everything's all right, and you know, she's anxious for things to happen. The more you use these cards, the more you can understand about yourself. You can actually have a conversation. I can go through the whole deck and have a conversation. But it helps you talk with your spirit guides. The more you do that, you have your quote-unquote official psychic with you all the time. Folks, you have spirit guides with you. There's human type, animal spirit guides. Personally, I go with them real quick. I love everyone, talk to everyone on the other side. I've been through hell fighting the original first being, killing them. It used to be one split itself in half because they were lonely because there was no one else. All that stuff's in the books. Okay, there's so much stuff in the books you can't hardly comprehend it. But you read through it fast. Good luck. There's no way you'll ever comprehend it. You're gonna have to. If you read through something fast, you're gonna have to read it 8, 9, 10 times. Okay. There's just too much in there. It's not, oh, the powerful information. No, it's information, but it's nowhere else. You haven't heard about it. It's all new. It's like opening up a technical manual to how to build a jet fighter, how to build a, whatever, a rocket machine, a rocket, you know. It's not, there's too much there that's new to just read through it quick. But it's the only information anywhere that'll tell you who you are, where you came from. What came first, the chicken or the egg? It's as simple as blinking your eyes like that. It's all in the book. It's in the first book. How does a soul get put in a body? It's in the first book. You ever wonder about that? How's that happen? Well, there's God, and then there's like you, and there's souls that they're really big and they shrink them. They have a shrinking machine. And then they go, Ibidi Bob Shabu, and you're in there. Bull crap. It's nothing like that whatsoever. It's all simple. It's all inner. Anyway, that's what I'm about. This is about the scanner. That's power up your scanner. That's do not power up your scanner. Okay. What the heck is this card? AWAS, everything in every way. Is that somebody's telling me something is personal though? But that's nice of them to say that. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it. This is scanner. The scanner is right here. That's where remote viewing comes from. This is where the pineal energy is, where it comes from here down to here. How do I know that? Because when I go in you and crank you up, I'm inside you looking at you. I use my scanner to actually look inside your brain, and I see your brain. I can see where you have problems. I've gone into people's backs looking at it. Every time I crank someone up, I look at them, I see some problems in the back, something else, bad scoliosis. Usually I see problems in between the vertebrae. I can see it as energy stresses. I can see it physically. That's what consults are like with me. And then I'll tell you what, Siobhan and Deanna, very strong with medical stuff. Siobhan, she's in her own league. She's incredible. I've mentioned before that she was working with a very close friend of mine. Is actually my brother, not body brother, my spirit brother, the real me, the real him. Excuse me. He's one of the first focal points of Arae. And they were talking, and she looked at him. She said, "You got fatty liver, you know, that fatty liver problem." He goes, "The doctor didn't say it." She goes, "Well, you have it." And then Raj understands this stuff. Okay, Raj went ahead and got a hold of his doctor. I mentioned this in a previous video, and said, "Look, this lady told me that I want to get my blood tested for fatty liver." And his doctor said, "Well, okay, we can, but why?" And he said, "Well, there's this lady." That just popped up again. There's this lady that the scanner up right. There's this lady that said that I have fatty liver, and he goes, "Well, you know, it's possible, but don't worry about it. You don't have it." And Raj said, "Just give me the test. Do the blood test." So the guy did. He did all the tests for it, and then he goes, "You got fatty liver," and it blew the doctor away. He said, "How did this lady in Ireland know that?" And Raj said, "I could explain it to you, but you'd never believe it." That's one reason why I dealt with these psychiatrists here lately. What happened? Things happen for a reason. I was also wanting to get the hell out of here, but and there's things that most of us do. There's a good few reasons for it. Sometimes some of the things I say, some of the things I do, there's 5, 6, 7, 8, reasons for for it to happen. There's a lot going on in one little thing. But anyway, this is information for you. This is stuff for you to know. And there's people here who have this ability too. Parts of Lily and Arae. Parts of Lily, parts of Arae, and parts of Lily and Arae got together and released smaller parts of themselves. Some people say they're the children. No, they're not. If you have a 5-gallon bucket of water and you get a coffee cup and you pull the water out, let me ask you something. Was that bucket ever pregnant? Was there some magic that happened? But no. If you take one bucket that's got a gallon in it and then another bucket that's got a gallon in it and you put them together and then you take a coffee cup out, you have a coffee cup full of water that came from the 2 different buckets. So it's a combination of both. Now, is it more bucket A or is it more blue bucket or pink bucket? Whatever you dip in is what you got out. I mean, that's what source family is, okay? But source is incredibly powerful. Angels. Where do they come from? Source. Okay? Human essence, fey essence, plant essence, animal essence, universal essence, stars male universal essence, and planets female universal essence. All that and a lot more comes from source. That's why you have to be source to crank someone up. Okay? You can help, heal, you can ask for help and get it. The only way to permanently heal something is literally to have the other side will do it. A lot of people have put their hand over, not a lot of people, there's a couple of times someone's put their hand over someone and other people have healed others, where they can actually take a tumor and break it away. They made the intention, they were very serious about it, but it was the other side that actually did it, okay? They think they did it, and then all of a sudden they can't do it. If they could do it, they could do it every time. So it's like, what's going on? What's the stipulation? It just doesn't work like that out of body. The reason why that scanner card came up again, the scanner here is remote viewing. It helps you see in this dimension, just a little below, a little bit above, a little bit of the dimension below, a little bit of the dimension above. That's like the military is really liking that. That's what they look for. Pineal is multidimensional all over the place, but you don't see it with the same clarity, and it's more like a highly generated computer image. You can also see through your crown. So and as you, when I crank you up, or when some of the other family members crank you up, we literally go inside you and put source energy inside you. Okay, source energy, not spirit. Spirit is sentient energy. That is never allowed to be put in anybody. Okay. There's enough of an issue with the spirit from the planet being in there with you, and that's torture for them. They're planetary essence. They're supposed to have a planet to be in and stay there a long time, and instead this broken off piece of them gets put in a body. It holds on to the body like there's no tomorrow, and when it's time to die, what happens? Your spirit, personally, you're tired. You're ready to get the hell out of it. The hell with this crap. I'm gone, man. It's time for me to be my real self, what I really am, my normal, condition, free-floating spirit, sentient energy. And then that planetary essence wants to hold on to that body. No, this is my planet. This is all I have. So you have the confusion. Usually, eventually, when you're sick enough and you finally had enough, then the planetary essence will say, this ain't working. I give up. Let's go. So I talked to both parts, the planetary essence and the your personal spirit. I can answer just about any question you have for that. Now, something that's going to happen in the future, let me tell you something. The second dimension is what controls your lives. It was always the original first being, male and female, that did this. They're dead. They're gone. There was 2 other large pieces of source energy over there that were clean. Arrogant, all kinds of issues. They're gone. Okay, they've been taken away. Things gonna keep changing. They've changed so much. Most of all the original angels are gone. The ones that are left, almost all of them are really, really cool. There's the new angels. Folks, there's so much going on. What I want is for you to understand, when you see something, when you see this, what is it? When you see that, what is it? How do you help yourself see better? Stones. Stones help you see better, stronger. How do you talk to your spirit guide? Use the cards. Earthmagic.net, Stephen D. Farmer, blah. His Oracle deck cards. You can go to earthmagic.net, and he's got a free Oracle card reading thing. You can go to facade.com, FACADE.com, and they have a little thing where you can get tarot and runes. It's not my runes. It is the Elder Futhark and their meetings. Sorry, their meetings don't really hold water for right now. All the different runes have had so many different meanings. The meanings for the Elder Futhark and then the new runes is in that, it's in this small book. The deck does not come with a little teeny book, folks. I have to buy 1,000 cards before they're going to put that in there. And I gave all that to Deanna anyway. I'm in the process of having all the copyrights changed over to her and Paul. I am going to find a way to squeeze out 2 more DVDs, though. One about animal spirit animals, animal spirit guides. The most loyal, honest, and fortitudinous, if that's a word, spirit guide you could have is an animal. Okay, period. All the fighting I've gone through, even Source that I've dealt with, the only thing that's never lied is animal. Anyway, another one is stone energy. I've got two DVDs out about stone energy, but this one's going to be more complete. The Power Stones DVD I have right now, that gives you a lot of information about different stones that can power you up. And some of the stones you can't find. I'd have to go try and find some more, and I don't have the time for that. So anyway, that star Essenite that Deanna sells at through the spiritualfoundation.com. That's the strongest energy stone on the planet. I've taught people how to find it, and when they feel it, they didn't understand. There's a place called Phoenix and Dragon. I've given some classes at here in Atlanta, and people will go talking. Well, the classes I gave there, I taught people how to feel the stone, how to talk to the stone. As a matter of fact, in the back of book 2, I teach you how to talk to stone. When you talk to stone, what are you talking to? I'm talking to lapis lazuli. It's male. He has 3 horns in his head. No, you're talking to the spirit of the planet. The only spirit in stone is the spirit of the planet. Everything from this planet is going to have Gaia in it. Moldavite. A lot of people love Moldavite. What's up with that? How come it does this? How come it does that? We call her Molly. Well, she asked me to call her Molly. Mollae, something like that, I believe. She's an actual planet that was destroyed. And that's sentient energy in there. Okay, that's spirit. Now, lapis has different frequencies because it's a different composure. But the only thing you can talk to in there is Gaia. So you can feel the frequencies. But any conversation you get will be with Gaia. Essenite has got Gaia in it, plus part of the first planet ever created, which is Gaia. Incredibly powerful. Then we also have star energy, which is star stone, which is male universal essence. That stuff's powerful as hell. This is a special piece right here. This is for Deanna to keep, not just for herself, but also to eventually show on the website. It's incredibly, it's a unique kind of crystal, even for star Essenite. This stuff is so beautiful and strong. It's wild, but it's part of a star that came here. It's part of Gaia, the first planet ever created, and it's also part Gaia. These stones, folks, they're awesome. They're so strong. What happens is when you hold a stone, when you hold a stone with your fingertips, man, it's like, where do I put what? I had just seen this, but what a mess. Got stones coming out my ears. Timber. There we go. But now, a lot of work, huh? Oh, that's beautiful. Okay, this is star Essenite. That's just softly been tumbled. It was blackened, but there's not much of that. It looks like mica, a little hematite sometimes in it. This is literally part of a star. It's usually a little bit like orange on the end, yellow. You know, that's part of Gaia. It's very high crystal. When you put this between your fingertips, wow, the energy comes out, goes in this hand, and goes into your core. The energy goes into this finger, through the fingertips, through the arm, and into the core. So the quickest way to get us to feel the stone's energy, and the most complete way to feel it, is hold it with your fingertips. And it's, you know, put your elbows down, just relax when you do it, and accept the stone into your body. If you say, no, I'm going to touch you, but don't come into me, it's not going to come into you. Stone doesn't want to beat you up. It's trying to help. If you want someone to eat, you don't take a sandwich and shove it down your throat. You offer it to them. So anyway, you hold on to it. See, the bodies come from the planet. The stones come from the planet and other places. You know, think about it. So you hold it like this. What's really happening? Number one, the part that's Gaia, her energy comes into your body and flows around. It's just like a natural, relaxing thing. Gaia, her planet was 200. This is the first planet ever created. That's where all Essence, and especially Lily and Arae, started having lives immediately. They had over 100 million lives together, the first ones. And then animals came in for the next 200 million. And after that, then you had the other forms of essence, human essence and Fey essence coming in having lives. Again, it's in book 2, okay? Atlantis, Lemuria, you know, where to start, how to start, why, what's going on, the Adamics coming here, you know, what's inside, well, who I am, not Jay, who I am, made the red race 5 times here on the planet with the help of Tiger Lily, the Red Eve. Anyway, so you hold the stone, relax, the Gaia's energy goes in smooth. Gaia, Gaia's planet was 270 times the mass of Jupiter. Have you ever seen the Earth? Get a comparison on Google of the Earth compared to Jupiter. Then multiply Jupiter times 270, and then put the Earth against that. Okay? Crazy. She was so strong, so powerful in there. All the gravity, she was incredibly strong. Okay? When you hold her, hold the star Essenite, she goes into you, and because she's so strong, she literally pulls more of you into your body. She pulls more of you into your body to help balance out what you are inside. Otherwise, you'll start becoming more her. That's how strong she is. Okay? Let me tell you something about you for a minute. Okay? I've spoken this before. Let's go there again. Some gurus will say, for $20,000, I teach you how to develop your aura, and you will grow your aura another 15 feet from your body. I am 50 feet, even 100 feet, 150 feet if I want, but you cannot do that. I am Guru. Folks, there's almost none of you that'll fit in a state. Okay? A lot of you that come to me, your energy is so strong, literally, if we take you in a helicopter and drop you in the middle of the U.S., your energy, while you're stuck in a body, your energy is literally touching both the Atlantic and Pacific Ocean. That's the reality of what's going on. These other guys, you know, people, sorry, screw them. They don't know what they're talking about. They have their own thought process. They make up whatever they want to get their agenda done, which is get a bunch of money. Hey, look, my consults, they're $800. They're not cheap. Okay, we have a consult, and then part of the consult is a quote-unquote free energy work where I crank the crap out of you. It never hurts. It's very soft, but, you know, you'll feel me. But the idea is for it to be soft, and then later on, when your DNA starts changing, you start feeling like you're going to get the flu. You do. You start feeling like you're going to get the flu, and then it goes away. Then it comes again, and then it goes away, and you're like, what the hell? Every time that happens, your DNA is going through a very strong change. It evolves, okay? You don't grow arms out of your, forehead. You don't grow an extra ear. Folks, it's changing your DNA to make it stronger and work better, okay? And it does help you heal. It helps build up your own fortitude. It won't let you quit. It won't make you quit smoking cigarettes. But if you really want to stop smoking cigarettes, put a couple pieces of star Essenite in your pocket. They don't have to be this big. It's just nice to have one on each side. And then if this was split in two, that's all the help you need. If you're serious about stopping smoking cigarettes, put it in there. That'll crank up your energy, get more of you inside your body. And it'll, I'm not going to guarantee that it definitely will stop smoking cigarettes. No, it's an aid. It'll help you like you have no idea. Don't know how to explain that to you. It builds up your fortitude, pulls more of you inside there. It increases your core energy flow over 1,000% having star Essenite on you. Okay? Flushes your chakras, what they call chakras. I just call them focal points, energy focal points in your body. So that's why it's so strong, okay? Because there's so much of you out there. When she goes in and you hold it, she goes inside your core, she literally pulls more in, right to the crown. Something else you don't know. In your crown, here's the upper crown, okay? There's an energy filter right here, and then your spirit, the big part of your spirit is going to come out here, and it goes straight up. Now, around you, what do you feel? That energy out there, that's your energy coming out the side of your body. But your spirit, sentient energy, goes out through the top of the crown. There's a filter there. How do I know about these things? I see them. Just like I see the different parts of your brain when I crank you up. When I crank people up, and the Source family is doing this now. Those are the Source, and sometimes you see someone on the spiritualfoundation.com that Source, and they understand their contact information is up there, how to reach them, blah blah blah. These people, they're up there because I know they can do, because they can crank you up. I know they can. A lot of people just coming into this, they're strong enough to crank you up. It's important for them to start cranking you up, and they're a lot cheaper than me. Okay, it's important for everyone to start getting cranked up to become you. However, they're giving you consults, so they're still learning more about what's really going on and what's happening. They have to read the books and wake up the same way. I've done this 8 years now. Okay, I've been waking up 8 years. Gone through my own hell. Okay, but that's why I help them with this stuff. Eventually I'm going to change something on the console page. I'm not happy with that, and neither's Deanna, and she's the actual one that runs it, but you know, she and I do a lot of work together. She's here help me out now. So things will change, but the main thing is, if you see a name listed on the spiritualfoundation.com on a consults page, even if it's just a name with a website, an email or something, they can crank you up. Otherwise they wouldn't be there. Now what they tell you in consults and everything else, folks, that's all them, but I'm telling you, they have the ability to do stuff, and most of them understand what's going on. And like I said, Siobhan, she's very strong in the healing department, big in the medical department, seeing, feeling. She understands natural cures. Get an appointment with her. It's not going to guarantee that you get healed, but she will help you with it. But when you're in a body and nothing on the outside helps you, it's always going to be temporary, but it does help. And especially if you want to, like you want to quit something and you want to help heal yourself, and you power yourself up, and someone else like that powerful helps you, folks, you're going to go a long way. And there's a lot of good Source on the other side that wants you to be helped, and things are changing. It's just the other side's pretty much buried in chaos right now. Now, back to Star Essenite. The other stone that's in, the other energy that's in here, the other spirit, sentient energy that's in here, is star material. Okay? It's literally star material. It's male, universal essence. And you can hold it. And then he comes into your body, goes in, and then that'll increase the flow of your body about 300% if you just have the star material. But when you have Gaira in there, she cranks up your body about 1,000%. Now, does that mean you get a minimum 1,300% increase? No, you know, it's going to be a minimum of 1,000+%. Okay. It's different with different people. Your health matters. If your health is bad, or you're doing drugs, it'll go in you enough to pump you up and, you know, fire you up, but that's it. If you're really sick, it won't do anything. It won't go in your hands. So, and because it's such clean stuff, essence, 2% and less in negativity, if you're really aggressive, arrogant, and stuff like that, it might not want to go in you. The chances of that are like 1 in a million, because those people usually don't buy stones. So, this helps you. Anyway, here's something else that helps relax the body and helps it in healing. Stone energy is like, when you take a vitamin to help your physical body, stone energy is like vitamin for your energy vitamins for your energy. This right here is some very, very high quality, beautiful, dark green serpentine. This is a very strong healing stone. Okay? This stuff is powerful. Does this get rid of cancer? This literally helps your body relax. It helps your body heal. You make up your intent to get rid of cancer. You take the right, start eating properly. This will actually be one more tool in your arsenal to get rid of it. It will help you. Does this you put this in your pocket and cancer is automatically gone? No. People, please use common sense. And then some people right away will say, gee, if I have common sense, I wouldn't even be listening to Jay. I've proven myself. I've cranked up people over 1,000, I mean, a lot more than 1,000 times, okay? I've put myself up against a battery of psychiatrists, doctors. Everybody gives me a clean bill of health, and they go, damn. The quantitative electroencephalogram, that's more proof. I can't telekinetically move a pencil. I've had my energy do things, blow stuff off of shelves, plenty of times in public. I don't claim it because I didn't try to make it happen. It was my energy acting up. It wasn't something I controlled. And I don't want to be known for that. It takes a lot of power to move through your body anyway, and that, to me, I'm sorry, it's, unless you were pulling a car off of somebody that was hurt or something, that stuff is silly. What's the good in that? Self-glorification? It's stupid. Well, for me anyway, right? I'm not telling you all how to live your life or what to do, but I've got no use for that. I need to do everything I can to help you and leave. Anyway, so that's what I'm about. The world's not blowing up. The end is in no way near. It's like everything keeps going. Planets do blow up from time to time, but if you're waiting for the Earth to blow up, there's no telling how many lives you'll have before that ever comes close to happening. So, let's just say it's over 1 trillion years from now, okay? So, when you listen to me talk, I've put videos out there where I try and help you see. And there's a time where there's a truck that was attacked by one of the governmental ships, one of those Tier 3s, 4s, with a beam pulling a truck up, and a whole semi went like that, jumped up in the air and moved. It, went way up. You can see the cab go way up. There was a very special piece of equipment in there in the shape of a car in the back of that truck. I went through it slow as a teaching experience to try and teach you how to look at it. Just I guess go to my channel. Actually, if you go to thespiritualfoundation.com, that'll be on there. I need to start a new page. I'll talk with Dan about that in just a minute. Where there'll be we're going to have a separate page related to learning experiences, and another one for ET related videos. So we're doing a lot, so we're real busy, and I'm still not really up to par, but I'm getting there. Abilities just through the roof. Also, we've got some bracelets coming in today. They're elastic. They're made of different stones. Some are pneumite, lapis, fluorite, carnelian. Carnelian, you can wear them. They're elastic, okay? It's not a lot of pressure. The carnelian helps blood flow. It's good heart energy. If you're having a hard time with circulation in your body, it actually helps. They've done tests and proved that you can actually stay warmer through extra blood flow. Excuse me. If you wear red flannel pajamas and blue flannel pajamas, the red ones are going to keep you a little bit warmer. There's nothing magic about the red dye compared to the blue dye. It literally has to do with the energy involved in that color. Aura's color, what you see visually, it's an expression of a frequency. And anyway, It just, they have different effects on the human body. Carnelian stone does exactly that. It helps the blood flow. The ones with lapis, that energy, when it's wrapped around you, because remember, you hold something, energy goes in over there. When you have the necklace on, I'm sorry, the bracelet on, it goes inside your body and goes into your core. Okay. Faster, quicker holding it this way, but when you're wearing it or you have stone in your pocket, it's going to get there. It's just not as quick. Okay. So it helps your pineal gland. Pineal goes from here up to, right between the eyebrows and just up. Okay. That's the pineal field, energy field within your body. That's why the throat chakra, blue, well, yeah, lapis. Then there's other ones. Garnet. Garnet gives your core energy strength. It gives it strength. It's also very strong heart strength. It's really nice. Crystal. It helps maintain clarity in what you're seeing, what you're doing. The fluorite. The fluorite ones, they help the energy flow through your body smoother. But when you're trying to feel stones and you have these on, and it's hard for you to feel them, and it helps you feel the energy in stones. It loosens up your energy so it can move. And there's all other kinds. Do different things. So I'll do a video about it soon. But anyway, because of what I am, I'm aware of this stuff, and I give you the information. So, and I've been waiting to get out of here and go home to do what I need to do for a long time. Every time I've been waiting to go home, it was set up for me to go, something happened. Every time it's happened, there was something good that came out of it. But the thing is, I need to, I need to go, and I'm finally getting near that point. Things are, again, coming to a close. But not for a while. Not for a few months. Couple of months, whatever, a few months, whatever. I know how, just not the exact day, and whatever. These spheres that I put together, it's basically a acrylic plastic chamber. It's inexpensive plastic, nice but inexpensive. I put different stones in there. I crank them up, and then I take copper, put it around it, and then I just energize the hell out of it. I crank it up with source energy. When I do that, when source cranks something up, it stays cranked permanently. You don't take it out. Okay, this other stuff, the John of God stuff, yeah, sorry. Ain't happening. You go to touch some of that stuff, and your spirit guide might put a little feeling in you, make you feel something, and it'll go away, and they're not even supposed to be doing that anymore. If it's not real, it's not supposed to happen. That's the new law for the other side, but it hasn't been made into effect, and it won't until Arae's put together again on the other side. I got to go first before that happens. So, self-glorification, say what you want, I don't care, but no. I'm a janitor. All I want to do is do my job and move up to the next job, whatever, and it never stops. So anyway, stones help you with the energy. I'm your information base. Even before I taught my family members how to crank you up, I was the one doing it. My power level is really strong. These other folks, if they crank you up, you will get cranked up. The energy level is different than mine. It doesn't matter. It's source. They're strong as hell. They put their energy in you. You're getting cranked up. Their consults, they're all different how they do things. They're all good. Deanna sees stuff so much better than she understands sometimes. That's normal. That's part of not being arrogant and waking up, becoming stronger, and using your abilities. Folks, I've been doing this stuff 8 years. Okay, and people say, well, I've never heard it anywhere. And I said, well, the other side did not want you to know. The original first being, male and female, did not want you to know any of this stuff. Now they're dead. They've been dead since 2013, May. Then there was other stuff, and it keeps being killed too, whatever. The thing is, folks, it's time for everyone, everything to be free. And that's where all this is going. It's just not the easiest thing to do. I got this coffee cup a long time. I got it at a Barnes & Noble that was near the house. And it's got some really good advice on it. I got a big kick out of the stuff. There's a coffee cup I was going to get to, but it was a little self-serving. My last life was Gandhi, and it had stuff I said on it, but still it makes sense. Be the change you want to be. I mean, be the change you want to see in the world. You want the world to be a certain way. You want to start being yourself and let that just go where it needs to be. First thing is leave the crowd, okay? Is that right? There you go. Number one, leave the crowd. Take the time while you're calm, away from everybody, and just flow inside yourself. Look inside. Just open up and flow. Nice, full, relaxed, full breath. Let it go. And then let your dream soar. The thing is, just flow outside of your body and go wherever you want to. Okay? So you all are capable of incredible things. You don't even know who you are. A lot of people, if you look at my videos, there's a lot more people excited about the stuff involving ETs and stuff. Well, there's a reason for that. This is real. It's happening. They're coming out everywhere. And again, something else I've told you all about too. I told you they were coming. What's happening? Sometimes I give you explicit examples, like this thing in Alaska. You'll find out about it later. Maybe a month or two from now when it finally gets out from someone's phone into the YouTube. I don't know. I don't care. The thing is, I'm telling you that it's happened. This information I give, it's very, very important for the next 100 years. That's you, your kids, their kids. There's no whoopee-doo-jay, man. This is for everyone else. Anyway, if I can help you, let me know. I know I'm stuck here for a few months, so. The videos, all that information, it's there. I try to teach you how to use your abilities, how to see and feel things. Folks, I can't do anything else other than a personal consult and the free crank up that comes with it. I only have one. And this is one I need to deal with soon. This is Lexi. I'm going to do her first crank up with someone tomorrow and put it on YouTube. You'll see me on YouTube. I'll be exposing family members that can crank you up. They all see and feel things differently. They're all learning. Okay? Burju, Paul, Deanna, excuse me, Siobhan, Eileen's getting the stuff figured out. She's seen stuff and understanding. But the others I just mentioned, they've been doing this a long time. They understand, they see the stuff, they deal with it, they live with it. Since Dan has been here helping me since December 23rd last year, she's been directly involved with everything happening with me, and she's even more PO'd about it than she was before. And folks, there's reason for that. There's problems. There's problems with what's going on, and it won't stop until Arae's together back home, and then it all stops. Anyway, look, that's what's going on. That's what's happening. I'll let you know what's happening as soon as I got something coming in. A lot of these heavy hitters out in space, folks, they're friends of mine. Some of them are source family. Some of them we've been brothers, fathers. I've had lives with many of you. This is this is my last life period. But I have another and more important job that I'm anxious to get to. But this is exactly my 220,000th life on this planet. I've had 10.846 trillion lives, a little better than that. So. They're friends of mine. The Anunnaki ambassador, he's been over my house once and inside my house once, not physically. It's all telepathic, just talking with each other. But they come in from the ship, they just boom, they come right in. Visit from the Anunnaki ambassador. That'll be on that ET page. We'll put that together here pretty soon at thespiritualfoundation.com. Anyway, folks, look, let me get off. And I know you all have more important things to do today than listen to me, but it's important to take some of this information I give you that you'll get nowhere else. Some of the family members, they have some of the stuff too. Okay, that's like I said, Bajou, Paul, Deanna, they see this stuff all the time. Siobhan, she sees it all the time, and she understands what's going on. Eileen, she's picking this up. She's a strong seer. There's other folks that they're all starting to see and do this stuff, and folks, we're dealing with our own personal lives. There's other source energy on the other side that's arrogant, that's screwing with everyone. So, are they going to give you a bad reading? No, I don't. That doesn't necessarily mean so. Some of them don't understand. There's source out there that doesn't understand some things yet, and they will. But the ones the ones that have been here the longest and are already understand all this stuff, Bajou, Paul, Deanna, and Siobhan, they all understand. They've been at it long enough. It takes a while. When you go see the other side, when you get cranked up, you're strong enough to go see the other side and do stuff. Folks, you got to learn them, meet them, deal with them. It's like, say you get married and you go, marriage, just funny, a personal relationship is really difficult because we're two different people and living in a creation that's abusive. So yeah, it's already hard. So let's make sure it works. Let's quote unquote get married so that we get a government and a false religion involved. Oh yeah, that'll help. Anyway, you go when you meet their family. You meet them, you're nice, you get immediate feelings, and then you learn more about them later, okay? All this is about becoming yourself, learning how to trust yourself, how to be yourself, your real full self, and how to understand what you're seeing around you. That's what I'm doing. Till I get the hell out of here and do what I need to be doing. Folks, I love you, man. Take care. Anything you need, access to whatever, thespiritualfoundation.com. Have a good one.